Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you two important stories from South Sudan. The first story is about the arrest of a man accused of carrying out a deadly cattle raid and attack in several counties. The second story focuses on Upper Nile State Governor James Kwang Shol and his plan to reopen river transport through peaceful dialogue instead of military action. Before we proceed, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to save the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let's begin our report with suspect accused of multiple killing arrested. Authorities in Terekeka County have announced the arrest of a man believed to be behind a series of deadly attack and cattle raid in different parts of the country. The suspect, known as Jele, was arrested in Juba after security forces carried out a long operation to track him down. Officials said he had been wanted for a long time because of his alleged involvement in violence in incidents that affected many communities across South Sudan. According to Terekeka County Commissioner Dr. Emmanuel Laku Jele, Jele is accused of killing 27 people during attack that took place in Terekeka, Werial and Ural counties over the last 2 years. The commissioner said the suspect had become a major security concern in both central Equatoria and Lake State. Many families reportedly lost relatives during the attack, while others lost cattle and property. Officials say security officers increased their effort to capture the suspect after several violent incidents continue to happen in the area. The commissioner explained that authorities recently received information suggested that Jele had traveled to Juba. One of his associates was reportedly injured and brought to the capital for medical treatment. According to this report, security team then began following their movement. The investigation reportedly started in Gumbo before officers finally located and arrested the suspect in Gurei. Authorities also linked the suspect to a recent attack that reportedly left one person dead. During that incident, 2 girls were allegedly abducted and several homes were burned. The commissioner described the arrest as an important achievement for local authorities. He said residents had been living in fear because of repeated attack and insecurity. According to him, restoring peace and security has been one of his main priorities since taking office. He believed the arrest could help reduce violence in the area. Local leaders hope that communities affected by cattle raiding and attack will now experience greater stability and safety. At the moment, authorities have not announced formal charges against the suspect. They have also not confirmed when he will appear before a court. Many residents are now waiting to see how the legal process will proceed in the coming week. As investigation continues, security agencies say they remain committed to addressing cattle raiding, criminal activities, and violence affecting different communities. And then move on to our second top story. In this report, we'll talk about Governor Kwang choose peaceful dialogue. In our second story, Upper Nile Governor James Kwang Shol has promised to focus on peaceful dialogue as he works to reopen transport routes along the Subat River. Speaking during a welcoming event in Malakal, Governor Kwang said he wants to solve security challenges through discussion rather than military action. Let's take a look at it. The governor explained that reopening the important river route between Sobat River, Malakal, Suba River, Malakal is one of his priorities. However, he stressed that he wants to achieve this goal through peaceful means. According to Governor Kwang, he does not intend to approach the issue as a military commander. Instead, Gordon Kwang he wants to engage communities and other groups through dialogue and understanding. The river route is considered extremely important for the people of Upper Nile State. It helps connect communities and support the movement of goods and services. Governor Kwang said reopening transport link would improve trade and make it easier for businesses to operate. He also noted that citizens would benefit because goods could move more freely between different locations. This could help reduce transportation difficulties and improved daily life. The governor called on national government officials from Upper Nile State to help address the problem. Kwang encouraged minister, advisors, and representatives serving in Juba to raise the state concern during government meetings and discussion. According to him, a leader representing Upper Nile should act as ambassador for their communities and work together to solve the challenges facing the state. Governor Kwang believed that improving river transport will not only benefit businesses but also increase government revenue through taxes and economic activity. He said stronger transport connection between Malakal and Juba would support economic growth and create opportunities for local communities. Governor Kwang recently returned to lead Upper Nile State after being reappointed by President Salva Kiir Mayardit. His appointment came in May 2026, replacing the previous governor Jacob Dola Root. When he arrived in Malakal, he was welcomed by government officials, community leaders, county commissioner, and local residents. This is not his first time serving as governor. He previously held the same position in 2025 before later becoming a Deputy Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Now, during his second term as a governor, many residents are watching closely to see how he addressed security, transportation, and economic challenges across the state. Well, in conclusion, those are our top stories today. A suspect accused of involvement in deadly cattle raid has been arrested in Juba, while Upper Nile Governor James Kwang Chol said he planned to reopen Key River transport route through a peaceful dialogue rather than military action. What are your thoughts on this development? Do you think the arrest will improve security in the affected areas? And do you believe peaceful dialogue can successfully reopen the important river route in Upper Nile State? Share your opinion in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this update, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest news from South Sudan. Let's meet on the next report.